Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mast, and welcome back to some more SMITE Conquest. Today we're playing some Gilgamesh in the solo lane as part of the A to Z. Gilgamesh, not one of the best gods in SMITE at the moment. He's somebody that's gone through a really big set of nerfs, and then finally some buffs, where he was insane for a long time when he came out, kept getting waves of nerfs. Waves of nerfs didn't seem to matter that much, and then finally he ended up being kind of bad, and he's getting buffed back up a little bit. So, right now, we don't tend to do a lot of damage with abilities. We can maybe do a lot of damage through autos and the proc on our one, the stim, whatever you want to call that, where we're doing damage based off our health. But normally our abilities do feel pretty underwhelming at the moment. The CC can be good. It's not consistent. Nice. Man, I want to pop the shard there, but he does just... What the... What? Brother! Man, the minions are OP. Get him out of here. Blocking everything, man. Might get to kick him again in a sec. Tier's looking for a little bit of a gank. Come on. What? Really? Bro, I got so trolled and then I got pinned. That sucks. Oh, but he's just dead. Yeah, so troll, man. The minion eats it last second. If the minion doesn't die... Gil kick's so weird, man. If the minion doesn't die, then we get to kick a minion at him. I think it would have lined up, too. You get so trolled by this ability sometimes. What are we doing here, man? You playing it chill? You playing it smart? He's playing it smart. Playing it awfully safe. Oh, we have Discordia passive? That's gonna be sick. I gotta try and keep that. This passive is so good, man. How much power do we get out of it right now? What's math? 7, 22, 11 power out of disc passive. Pretty neat. You love to see it. I lost it. Come here. Give me a bag. Give me a bag. Come on. I'm like staring at my passive meter. Come on. Okay, you know what? I'll hit him some more. We'll do a little inting to wait. Yeah, there we go. Please. Oh my god, man. Kicking. Okay, he's on range. Whatever. Whatever. I'll give up on it. Who is doing damage over there? You had better stop. Stupid duo lane and they're brawling. Alright, we might get a tier gank again in a sec. Look at that. 52 damage. Yeah, we really don't do a lot. I'm not sure if we level the 2 in this matchup. Normally, the way it's going to tend to go is if somebody has a counter, you might not want to level the 2. There we go. That time it actually hit him. Does he get the blink? Does he have the blink? I don't remember if he has the blink. Only way we're killing there. Oh, it's also, yeah, not up. It's not up, whatever. Yeah, give me some cooldown buff. Give me some mana so life can be good again. Out of mana. Oh, this isn't even spawning yet. Do we just do a little bank? Don't think we do. I think we're just going to sit here. We're going to sit here and have no mana. Yeah, if he gets the blue buff, that's great, but I don't get to be there at all. I have left clicks and no health, and they're not even buffed left clicks. I might have to pull this into tower. Come on, one more. There we go, that helps. Okay, he died for it. Did try and tell him that I have no manas. See, should I greed this absurdly hard? Oh, we got Persephone ganked. Hang on. This is just slightly greedy. Come on. Okay, we got ult. Okay. Don't have mana. Oh, don't have mana for ult. I missed a minion. Damn it, man. I want my golden blade so bad. Hang on. Okay. And then the minions clean it up, surely. They don't even need to clean it up. Look at the clear. All we have to do is ult the wave. Gonna wait for health pot real quick. So Gilgamesh is a little bit of a jack of all trades. We have CC, we have mobility, we have damage. We're not going to tend to be all that tanky. Like, you do want to build him tanky, but we're not going to tend to feel particularly tanky. We don't have, like, prop buffs in the kit or anything. I am slapping with that golden blade. Get such a big power spike off that, man. As most solo laners do. It turns out giving a little bit of power to solo feels pretty good. I'm not going to go into the rant. I'm not. Get ya kicking. Almost. Gil kick is pretty fickle, man. If you're not hitting an actual god directly and you're trying to hit a minion, it is not the easiest. I actually expected him to commit to that. Sucks that we ran out of our one there. Don't think we quite kill with the one, but we would have come close. Is this die? It dies right then. I'm getting so trolled. That sucks, man. Getting so unlucky with some of these minions, man. Blocking each other, dying right at the last second. Oh, he's gonna eat the kick. Looks like we're not getting the gank, though. Looks like we're maybe dying because we're not. There we go. Yeah, I tried to bait that for him. Are you kidding me, man? Help! Not a wiggle. I have been ganked more by the mid than by the jungle. Am I wrong on who's jungle? So it's Purse mid, right? Like this is a Persephone mid, yes? And we're getting rotations to blue buff, we're getting rotations to lane. That's kind of troll, man. That's too bad. That sucks. I got so low there trying to bait for tier. I expected him to gank a lot sooner. By the way, we have like the worst passive known to man right now. I have to run all the way to middle lane tier 2 tower. I can't remember ever getting one this bad. I don't think I have. Which we'll talk about the passive in a little bit here. I kind of want to focus on getting wave cleared and blue buff dealt with and actually having... Come on. Can I get some aggro? Can I get some wave aggro? No. No, you're just going to wander into tower and lose me XP. Good old minion AI, man. You gotta love the minion AI. It's so well made. All right, let's talk about the kit a little bit for Gilgamesh. So, passive. Kind of a weird one. Overall, fairly simple. When we hit level 5, we get a quest. That quest is go grab the golden icon on the map. Right now, the golden icon on the map is over at, I've started just leveling the 2 without thinking about it, but it might be fine. He's actually eating some kicks. It's over at, like, the mid-tier 2 right now. So when we pick that up, it's going to just be gone. We don't, like, go get it again or anything. We do get another quest later on that's different. And with that, when we pick it up, we will get either a tier 1 item, which should basically always be the case, or if we have no item slots, we will get 500 gold. They're both fairly similar value normally. A lot of time you're going to tend to want to sell that item, so you're going to sell it for a little less than 500 gold, but in the meantime, you get some bonus stats, and you'll tend to sell it for close to 500 gold anyways. So mostly the way the passive works is it's a little bit, I have no mana. It's a little bit of an offbeat way for you to be able to see how he plays this. That's just going to be it. I don't have TP for this, unfortunately. Not a whole lot we get to do in this lane at the moment. Right now we are at that awkward power spike where I don't do a ton. I don't really clear so, okay. I don't really clear so well. If he dives, he dies. But it looks like he's not going to bother. Yeah, we don't have great wave clear. He's actually going to have a little bit more DPS than me. At least in most trades. Because if he just straight up threes me, he's going to hit significantly harder than I can through anything other than just kicking him. And then normally when I'm kicking him, I get a wave clear disadvantage, so I get farmed by wave significantly harder than him. So we're having a little bit of trouble with that at the moment. That should shift pretty hard as we get more levels. His levels are going to be a lot less important than mine. Every level on Gilg actually matters. And our late game should scale better as well. So even though Erlang's a garbage god, it does go to show that Gilg's also kind of a garbage god. But our late game should be way better on the Gilg. Like, you are definitely capable of doing things mid-game and late, but laning phase, not so good. Laning phase is a little bit pain on him. Kick him. Smack him. Shard him. Yeah? Where are my autos? They're so decent, man. Nice. Well, that probably would have gone a lot better if my autos weren't so insanely scuffed. I actually thought they weren't going off. Maybe they weren't. I don't know. I don't know what sort of high-res nonsense I got hit with right there. But that is me feeling the ping a little bit. That's not... Don't think that's going to be happening if I have better ping. That sucks, man. Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to getting back to the 100 ping. I really hope I get to play more on West again soon. If West will actually pick up and I can just play on good ping. So annoying, man. Because sometimes it hits you real hard and you're like, yep, this is life sometimes now. Where you just get some absolute nonsense where like the server and the client just don't connect anywhere near as well. All right. I want to back it up. I also want to get some farm before we back it up. I want to get, oh, a full Berserkers. So yeah, for the guild quest, which we still haven't gotten because it's so far out of the way, you get that. And then for the second quest, we get at level 10, so we have this available now as well. We need 3 kill participation in a single team fight at the moment for this quest. So we can get both these done. We have done neither. Normally, I should have already gone and gotten my quest. It's actually so inconveniently placed at the moment that we don't really have a good opportunity for it. Normally, it'd be more like buy his blue buff or under small camps, and like I could go make a trip more easily. But that's one hell of a trip to go and get that one. So I don't know how soon we get to do it, but I do want to get it when I can. So let's move on to the rest of the kit. Gilgamesh 1 is damage, where we're getting a fairly small amount of base damage with 50% scaling and a little AoE. It's on a pretty low cooldown. The cooldown gets lower as we level it. See if he wants to try and force this in a sec. We also get a slow. The slow scales as well, and it scales pretty significantly. See if we can catch him here. Should be able to catch him pretty easy. Bro, he knocked him out. That's really tragic. Knocked him on out, man. Nice, he still dies though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right? Like, I don't think I scuffed the ult. I think I had it just about perfect, and then the tier 1 knocked him out of range. I could be wrong. Maybe I messed it up. Normally, a lot of the time in trades like that, 1v1, where we actually want to CC him back, it's good to kind of cast it a little bit like a Ganesh ult, where it's like right along the wall, so that you can immediately auto them back in. Whereas if it's more so trading in lane, we'll tend to just ult in the middle, and just make sure that he's just sitting in that ult as long as possible. But for tier there, I wanted to try and CC him back, and it got a little bit scuffed. So yeah, with that one, we do the base damage, we have a slow, and then we boost our autos. We also have HP 5 now, which I believe is a new thing, right? Like, am I losing it? This didn't used to exist on Gilg when it came out, right? It's one of the recent buffs they've given him. He gets HP 5 while this is active. But we get this active buff on our autos, you guys have probably been noticing so far, where we hit for part of our health. So it's a lot like Animosity. Right now it's Acts of Animosity, where we're doing physical damage based on a part of our health. So it's 2.5%, which I think is literally the same exact number. And that can hit pretty hard, and it hits a little bit harder on minions as well. But that's something where we're kind of giving ourselves a bit of a kin size, basically, where it's not the exact same as kin size, but it's kind of a similar idea. So we're getting this bonus damage, and when we continue to land autos, we're increasing the length of it so that it'll last for longer. So if you just cast it on its own and you're not really autoing, that buff will wear off pretty quick. I believe it's 3 seconds. If you actually keep hitting autos, I think it lasts for up to like 10-ish, something like that. I could look, but it doesn't matter all that much. So attack speed helps with that a lot, where you can keep boosting the time, and that way you can actually afford to have a little bit more of a window. Like right now I'm hitting that totem and we're getting to like a 5-6 second duration on the one or something like that, because we're just smacking totem and not having any gaps. Oh, he's just dipping, huh? You're that spooked? Like right here it's gonna almost wear off, and we keep autoing, so we're barely keeping it, but otherwise it would have worn off like right as I got to the cooldown buff. Okay, we don't particularly have mana. We don't particularly have TP. I shouldn't be forcing a trade too hard. We should be getting totem here. So I should pretty much sum it up for the one. The Gilg 2, there's some different elements to this, but mostly what it comes down to is you do a kick. The kick will damage enemies in the area, so like all these minions here will get chunked. We get like a little AoE where it's originally hitting, and then we're either shooting a god or shooting a minion, whichever we hit first, to do potential extra damage. So I'm trying to think of the best way to explain all this. Obviously, you guys have seen this a lot, so this is like the ideal use for it in most circumstances. We're kind of like on our impale, we're trying to hit a wall, because that'll do the max damage. But we can also shoot... Oh, he's forcing this, huh? Do we not win this? We do win this. He played it a little weird. We actually needed the MP5 there in order to be able to 2 him, too. Yeah, played that kind of weird. Not what I don't know. Kind of feel like he could have done more. Kind of a funky little fight there, but thank you. All right, I think we're just going to go Phalanx right now. We do want to build those hybrid attack speed items, and Phalanx in this lane is going to get ridiculous value. It's going to be super easy to stack that passive up. So yeah, the kick, we have the kick damage, bonus damage, and burst damage. Burst damage we're getting when we're kicking a god into a god or a god into a wall. So that's the most damage. The kick damage will be applied with just the original kick. So if we're kicking Erlang into a wall, we're doing the 180 base on the kick and then 230 on the base. We can also do the burst into another god instead of a wall. We're going to actually rotate here, but looks like they're dead. Yeah, looks like we're just going to take the opportunity. I don't think we get to clean it up. Although maybe with Tyr, he's got ult. Maybe I can jump this wall. Yeah, we actually might get to clean it up a little bit. Where are we going, Purse? Get to kicking. Nice. Pretty clean. Pretty clean kick. That was around the max range, too. All right, back to lane we go. That should just about do it. Ooh, game's trying to tell me to go Frostbound. I don't think we will. So, yeah, the burst damage we do is when we're hitting a minion. I don't really want to get into the specifics all that much. Just like minion equal burst, god equal, or minion equal bonus, god equal burst. Bonus much less. Hopefully this has made sense. When we are kicking like a minion into a god, it's going to overall be significantly less damage than if we're kicking like a god into a wall or something like that. But it's still potentially nice. And we're getting a stun when we're kicking a god into a wall, a minion into a god, a god into a god. Yeah, there's a bunch of different things. If it doesn't make sense, then maybe feel it out on your own. Do a jungle practice, something like that. I don't want to spend too long on it. It's not actually that complicated, but it's like, it is kind of weird when you're not used to it. And like I said at the beginning of the game, the minion hitbox is pretty fickle. It's pretty small, which makes sense because minions actually have small hitboxes. That's basically what it comes down to. You really are straight up kicking that minion hitbox into a god. So the 3, Gilg 3, a lot simpler. Similar to the 1, it does absolute potato damage. Okay, well that is just Erlang ult. See if we'll fight him on this at all. What are we doing here, man? You gonna 3 the wave or anything? Ooh, good route. Well, he should be awfully dead with the Silvolt. I think the Gilgolt would have been plenty there. Yeah, really, basically all that happens, I think, for the most part there is just as long as his 3 is CC'd, so he doesn't get too close to tower, then I think we honestly just kind of kill him, even mostly just on my own there. I should be hitting fairly hard at the moment with Phalanx. And we still got that disc passive, too. So Gilg 3, similar to 1, pretty potato damage. 220 at max rank, 60 at base rank, so 65, 60 at level 1 is really bad. Really, really painful in the early game. They don't get particularly good either, but they're better than 60 as we get later in the game. With your 3, when allies are walking towards the 3, wherever you land, you kind of put down this like beacon. When they're walking towards it, they get bonus move speed. When they're in it, they get lifesteal. And then, of course, like if you're in it, you're basically also walking towards it, so you're also getting move speed. So you get a little bit of a stat boost. The movement speed is pretty nice. The lifesteal is not insane. If I remember right, I'll pull it up. I believe they've been messing with that a little bit recently. Not going to be able to kill or anything here. See, you should be able to just go get a full Shoguns here in a sec. Grab Totem. Do I care, though? Yeah, but do I care? You know what I care? You know what? You know what? I care a little bit. Yeah, only a little bit. Yeah, let me get blue buff. Bro, how many ults can I eat right now? I don't think I get to eat too much damage there. I gotta disengage for a little bit while we get our boy in here. Oh, so close, man. That sucks. Hang on. I need mana. Hang on a minute. Yeah, go clean it up. Give me a sec. There we go. There we go. We got that MP5 going. Yeah, mostly just kind of casually ate all their ults, and then the team should get a cleanup. Really not sure why they wanted to ult dump me so hard there. Trying to help our boy a little bit. I got no mana. Have fun. Have fun killing Maui. I helped. Right? Hang on. Right? Right? Okay, I don't know. I feel like that pull might have done more harm than good, but that's okay. I want to do this. Get ourselves a tower, get ourselves a Bastion. Yeah, that was something. They sure did dump, I think, every single ultimate they had available right there on me. Not sure why, because even if they kill me, they're just absolutely dying. And then they also didn't kill me and they didn't come that close. And if I had mana, we actually would have clapped. I just didn't have mana, so I had to mostly just sit back. They just get clapped? What happened over there? All right, we're just going to straight up sell this. We're going to be looking to go into kin size next, which I actually can afford a little bit of. So yeah, the Gilg 3, we get 25% move speed. It looks like... Oh, that's right. They changed this a lot. So 7% lifesteal and then 10% of Gilg's highest prot, which right now would be 21. So it's 28% lifesteal, which is way more than I was remembering. I thought they'd nerfed it a lot harder than that. They actually can give quite a bit of lifesteal out of this. And finally, we've got the ultimate. So the ultimate is mostly pretty simple. You're throwing down a big circle that slows inside, does initial damage and then ticking damage. So initially people inside this take up to 310 base. They have an initial slow at 20%, and they're taking this ticking wind damage that goes up to 28 base. Sir, I am trying to do buff here. Excuse me. But then also, it changes a little bit where if you're autoing them near the border of the actual circle, then they'll be knocked back into it. And if you kick them outside of the circle, so like towards that wall, then the kick will bounce them back into it as well. And then aside from that, it'll also have like final damage at the end, where if they walk out of the wall or if it closes, they take 40% slow. And then at the end, they take this 450 binding damage, which is really big. So if they actually sit in it the whole time, they get really messed up. See how she wants to play this. She wants to play it in a dead way. Yeah, not a whole lot you gotta do about it when Gil gets to kind of play around with you like that. As long as you're not too absurdly mobile. He's got a lot of freedom to do things. That's awkward. That's kind of trolling. I wasn't thinking about the tier fearless. Come here. Frostbound would be lovely right now. There we go. Okay, is Hachi fed? No, not really. I saw that he'd cleaned them up. Is he actually here? No, I'm just getting baited. Why did she ping that he's there? That's funny, man. So that should basically be the kit. Hopefully it all makes sense. Hopefully we're all good on that. Build-wise, would very highly recommend basically this exact build normally. If you really, for some reason, can't proc Phalanx, build something else. Potentially build it in a different order based on what's relevant, but this game was mostly just us brawling in lane, doing physical defense things, and actually getting Phalanx value in lane, because Erling's an auto-attack god. So, Phalanx actually good, we get extra attack speed off that. Berserkers is good, we get attack speed off that. Let's just go back for Kins right here. It looks weird build order-wise, because, like, I don't know, I guess we had a tier 1 in this slot from passive. But then Shoguns, then Kins, and then basically just building Sigil whenever you can afford it normally. Which, if I really wanted right there, I probably could have baby farmed for Sigil, but honestly, Kins is going to be good. We're not particularly dying. I shouldn't need the Sigil too desperately at the moment, so Kins is plenty. But it is worth noting, with this build, where we're going Golden Blade and Kin size, even with the Sigil upgrade, once we have that, we're going to tend to be sitting a little over 200 Fizz Prot and around 200 Magic Prot, which isn't a ton of defense. So you are going to be relatively squishy. You're not really going to make up for it with parts of your kit either. Not going to tend to be a super tanky god on the Gilg. But that's also important, because if you're not doing enough damage on Gilg, he's just bad. You do need to make sure you're doing some damage with him. Depending on the item meta and also how you like to build them, that could be through like Glad Shield, Sundering Axe. It could be through other items as well than what we're building. But right now, I think with the current item meta, this is actually a really good way to build him. I think this helps him a lot as a god, having access to Berserkers, Phalanx, Kins, Shoguns, all those items. You dying? Yep. Bonk. Well, we do a little bonking. Can we just do FG? Do it. I think this is actually a pretty easy FG here if they're down. Oh, we don't have Tier. Why didn't Tier come? Did he go off to speed? Like, am I tripping on that? Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the FG commit. This definitely could go wrong. But Purse was all the way in left lane. Wait, that looks so buggy. Oh, didn't quite get the timing there. We should still get the fire, though. Nice. Yeah, as long as we get to zone in hard enough. Bro, can I stop being CC 24/7, man? I said, can I stop being CC 24/7? Excuse me? You want this? Oh, he wants it. I don't want to blink this. Come on, where the jump at? Never mind. Where are we going? Where are we going? No, we're not. What? How did that not hit you? And another thing for Gilgamesh, or for Gilg 2, is sometimes it just simply doesn't hit. Probably. I don't know. Maybe I actually missed that. I really didn't feel like that one should have been missing, but I don't know. Maybe it really did. Yeah, a lot of the fights we have with Gilg, when we're around the stage of the game, a lot of the time it's going to very much just kind of be set up and pressure. A lot of the time we're not going to necessarily be killing people. Damn, they are looking for some plays right here. Oh, they're getting bold. That was a hell of a combo, man. That was sick. I'm so glad I almost trolled the kick right there. He ended up being a little bit behind me. So glad that didn't happen. Now, he's always got to love a good cheese gank, right? Always got to love some cheese ganks. Let's make him suffer. Let's make him F6. Let's make him suffer. Nice. Yeah, so we would have wrapped that up with a Sigil. Should pretty much do it. That's a little bit short of a game for A to Z, but I think that really does kind of just wrap it up on Gilg. As we're getting into those team fights late game, a lot of the time we're looking to isolate potentially a few people, but normally like one person with that ultimate. We don't necessarily get us to isolate a ton of people, and we can either be using that to zone for our team or set up for our team and just kind of pressure them out. Normally it's going to be forcing relics and ults and stuff. And as long as you're tanky enough, you're going to do a lot of damage and not quite die, which is really, really good. But if you're not getting enough value out of that, then you tend to not be super worth it. You got to try and get some good ults late game. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room. Walls keep tumbling down.